first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Makes it 3rd and...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And I'd certainly expect them.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Jason
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bengals 10.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. He can run for it, and he will. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
Tackle made at the 49.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13
But
yards.
one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
With the score, Bengals 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. This is Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Aaron Jones,
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distant, the Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Newton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Jared Cook.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, 67 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jefferson on the 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Bengals first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route run.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. He dumps this off to Mack. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. 3rd quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Grover Stewart, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Newton being chased out left. And some room to roam now. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
To kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Number 33.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
27. Browns 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now is... So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before... The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. With a rockin' black clothes, whippin' around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
On the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field.